Happy Monday. We are going to be doing part 2 of Noteful for Beginners. So if you have not watched part 1, I would suggest stopping this video and going and watching part 1. In part 1, we went over a lot of the basics of when you first get the app, how you can customize it, what the download will look like, sort of how to get your stickers from GoodNotes to Noteful, or how to use them both together, both apps together. So yeah, I would suggest going to look at that if you have not seen the first one. But when we were on the other day, I went over a few different things and we created our own little test notebook. So today we're going to be working out of the test notebook. One of the things that I've really been enjoying about Noteful is the ability to fill the screen with your paper, or to make it just smaller. I feel like this comes in handy whenever I am working in a split screen and I have the app open in 2 screens. So today we're going to talk about some more customization type things that you have in the app, mainly the customization of the pen tool. I love the pen tool in Noteful. When you click on it, it has all of your like regular scribble to erase, the delay, sensitivity, all of those things. But it goes even deeper, whereas you can actually customize each color that you want in Noteful. Let me see if I can zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. So as you can see, I have a customized 0.40 millimeter pen. We'll just start at the beginning here. So you can turn this on or off right now. Let's start with a new one. So let's go to the pen. And let's actually start with this orange one because I don't have one for orange yet. So this is just a regular orange pen. Had to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. What you want to do is sort of long press the pen color. And this will be, when you choose your color, your style, this is sort of what you get. It will add this color onto this list. So this list can get very long. You're able to take them off of there as well. So you have a few different options in order to change your color. So let's say I didn't want to do the orange one. Let's say I wanted to do a green one. So I can click on green there, change the green to orange. I'm gonna go back to orange, but I think I do want to add one. I want to add, I don't feel the need for a green pen. My colors are like orange, pink, orange, love those. So I'm going to actually add a lighter orange. So we're going to work with this lighter orange that we've now added. So we're going to long press that. It gives you options: the grid, the wheel, and the style. We're going to actually look at style. So we're going to make this its own custom style by clicking on the custom style. And this is where the options come into play. It goes up to a 3.8 millimeter, all the way up to look like a 5.0 millimeter pen. I like to keep my pens, because I love a good fine pen, I like to keep it anywhere between a 0.35 and a 0.40. My happy spot is like a 0.38, but that's sort of hard to get. So we're going to actually go with 0.40. And then you do have different styles of the pen. So let me actually move this over in a split screen to see if we can make this a little bigger. There we go. Sorry. I'm just going to actually move it with my, oh my gosh, you can't see what I'm doing. Let me zoom back out. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is all over the place. But I warned you in the first video that it would be all over the place. So you have different stroke styles that you can make. So you have just your regular line, and that's what it's on right now. So it's just a regular line at the 0.40. And I think actually for the example, I'm going to make it just a little bigger so you guys can see. But I'm going to take it up to a 0.55. So that's just your regular line. I'm gonna go back into it and scroll. You then have your dotted line. I like to use these when I am like trying to make little flourishes for my planner. So I like to use the dotted line. I have found that with the dotted line, it does help to sort of make it a little bit thicker. so that you can see it a little better. So I like to use those just to sort of underline things or make things look really cute in my planner. And then we have I'm sorry, that's the dash line. And then you have the actual dotted line. And I do the same with that. I don't know. I think they're just sort of cute. It's a good way to enhance the look of your planner without having to spend any money, right? Or if you need to do like arrows or whatever, it's just a good way to be able to do those things without having to actually have money in your planner, because planning even digitally can become kind of expensive. So whatever you leave this setting on is what that pen color will be. So I'm going to leave this one on orange, but I am going to change it back to just a regular pen. It does have different types of pens. So this is like a calligraphy type pen. So let's try that. And I still have it on the biggest one. Wait a minute, it didn't do it. Okay, now it should do it. So it's like I don't know how to explain that one, but as you can see, you sort of have to have a lighter hand than I do right now, because even with me trying to do it straight, it sort of wiggles it. And I think that's just because of the calligraphy setting. I don't really use that one. And then the last one is a marker. So let's make sure we have it right. The marker, again, is very nice. Let's try the marker. Whoops, let's bring it back down to 2. Let's try the marker with the dotted at 2. I bet you that'd be really nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. That feels really good in the hand as well. So let me just clear this page because we no longer need that. But that's how you customize your pen. You can either take that off and just have a regular pen, or you can add that custom style. So I'm going to actually move this to where I want it to be so that the next time I use this, so I'm going to bring it back down to a point. I'm going to bring it up to a 0.40. The regular pen in the regular stroke style. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Then you have your, let me see if I can put it back this way. Then you have your highlighter. Now you can do the same things with the highlighter. You can have a different setting for each color in a custom style. You don't have the different pen types, but you do still have the different sizes. This is my yellow. I think I'm gonna pull this up just a little bit and I'm gonna test it out because I think that's pretty good. I would think it would be thicker than that, but it's not. Let's go, let's see, we can get it to 10. Actually, that's pretty good, right? Because when I think about using a highlighter in my digital planner, it's to make a title stand out or like make a section of the planner stand out. So I'm actually going to set the yellow on the 10. Let me see if I like that color yellow though. I want it to be a very vibrant yellow. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to either the grid or the wheel. I'm gonna make it just a little brighter. Actually, that's sort of giving almost like neon green, but I kind of like it. I think it stands out pretty good. Let me look and play with it just a little bit more. I think that's about where it was at. That gives more orange. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's that true like yellow highlighter yellow that I'm looking for. So I'm going to set that and just leave it there as my custom. Going to erase some of this. And let's see what else. Do I want any other custom ones? I really don't feel like I need to have anything else custom. So I think I'm going to actually turn everything else off of custom. One thing I will tell you is, let's say you were in text and I was writing good morning. Okay, so there's my good morning. I'm going to make it just a little bigger so you guys can see it by resizing it, lassoing it and resizing. Okay, if you go to style, you can then change the text and the background, so you can make this look like a sticker. So I can change the text color to this. I can change the background color to this. So that's pretty much a digital sticker, right? Put a border around it. Let's see, let me go back. Style, border. I'm not sure why the border part isn't working unless I'm missing a step, which is 100% possible. But you can put a background to it. The background, you can make it a little more opaque. Here's the borders. You can add like a dotted border to it. I hope you guys can sort of see that, where it made it like the little dotted line border. So you can pretty much make a digital sticker just by using your text tool, text tool and the style menu. Let me go back into style. But the thing that I wanted to point out here, I'm gonna just go back to this, is the text colors that it's gonna give you. It's gonna default to black and white. After that, the text colors that you're going to see are going to be any colors that you have already on your color wheel on the side. So if you have, if we go back to my pen tool, you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, the black and the white. When I go back to style here, it'll start with those 5 colors. After those 5 colors, it'll be anything that you've saved from your highlighter. So if I go to my highlighter tool, you'll see the most frequently used, or the recently used, I guess, 5 highlighter colors. So going back to style, there are your 5 highlighter colors after. And then it just sort of goes through any colors that are on the color wheel. So that's a really good thing that I like, is that I can make sort of a label type sticker in Noteful without having to purchase anything, literally just by using the text tool and the style menu within the text tool. So that might be something good to know. And then we're going to talk about tape. So tape is one of the things that I use, but I don't use it very, very often. From what I can tell, Noteful does not have a lot of patterns for the tape tool as of yet. They all seem to be, well, I say that, it's the same pattern, but it's just like different colors of the same pattern. I do wish that there was a way that you could upload your own file like you do in GoodNotes and use that file for the tape. They have a tape type. I've not played around with that. Oh, that's sort of cool. So instead of it being like this wide pin, what you can do is just sort of drag it and then you're able to go up. So I can take the tape and actually make a label. I kind of like that. I never played around with that on the text tool. I'm sorry, on the tape tool. So that's pretty cool. That's good. Let's see what else we can do. And then it gives lines. What's the line? And that's pretty much what it is, standard in GoodNotes. I do like the haptic of it sort of bouncing back, making it straight. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, upon further review, the tape tool is okay in Noteful. I just don't use the tape tool very often, but let's see how we can, I don't want that to have that anymore. Well, actually, let's do it. Hold on. Let's resize this. Let's put this here. Let's arrange it. Bring it to front. Arrange, bring to front. Oh, because it's tape, duh. Because tape is meant to hide things. Don't mind me. I thought that was gonna work, it's not. But let's see if we can sort of manipulate it. Reveal all. Oh, I saw somebody using this. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, you guys. So that's not gonna work because tape is meant to hide things. But I saw somebody using the tape and it was in a ingenious way. They were a student and they were studying. And what they would do is they would make like flashcards almost with their studies. So it'd have like the question and then they write the answer. And then they use the tape to cover it, and then you can just tap it to reveal it. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't give the tape as much, what's the word I'm looking for? As much credit as I should. It's also just something that I don't, as a professional woman that's not like in college, use very often. So, it's there. It does have some cool things. I think the coolest would be the shaping of it. That one, the box one, that's probably the one that I like the best. And again, it's one of those things where if you don't use it, then no biggie, but it's there if you do want to use it. We've gone over the lasso tool. I don't think we talked about inserting shapes, so I want to quickly like hit on that. So this is something that I never used in GoodNotes. If they have a shape tool, I think they do, but I think it looks different. But this is one of those things that I can use. Let's say I was wanting to do a weekly planner, and again, I didn't want to buy any digital stickers. I was trying to do this, you know, the economic way and not buy anything. So what you can do is insert any type of shape. You can go to style, you can change your shape color. You can duplicate that shape. So we'll say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll just like throw Friday here. And then let's say you want to get a color pattern going with your shape. So back to style, and then back to style. So you could definitely go ahead and build your week just like this with no digital stickers. Like you can go in and just pick a font out that you like. I love the font Chicken Nugget. It is so cute. But one of my favorite fonts to use is called Fresh Bread. I feel like that one makes everything look really good. So I could go into Fresh Bread. Today is the 12th. If I could put in a 12. Resize that the way I want it. Put that here. And then duplicate it on each day and change the date. And pretty much I've started and built my own like weekly spread without using any stickers, anything purchased other than using the app so far. So that is a way that you can do that, and I think that's really cool. What else about the shapes? Of course, there are all types of shapes. I like the little cloud ones. Those have been fun to use. So again, if we're trying to like make a planner that we don't have to spend any money, and let me actually move some things here and try to make this look like real. Okay, I would do that. And then maybe I would change the color of this to something a little more fun and playful. And then I would go to my text tool and I would find a fun text for the week. And I'd say May. And then I would resize that with my lasso so that you can see it. Wait a minute. Let's go back out of that. Oops. Back button. Text. That's what I was trying to get to in the lasso. Okay, so I can change the color of it if I please. And I want to make that bright because everything else is bright. And then I want to change take this off so that I can go in and lasso just that and resize it. So again, it's just a way to use the app for everything that you need. Something else I do want to show you is that you have the ability to change the transparency of stickers of anything that you use in Noteful. So I want to change the opacity. It's all in style. So I will click on whatever I want to change the opacity of. And let's say I want to pull this down to like 80 so that you can see through it a little. What I usually do instead of doing that, if I were planning for myself, one of the things I've been doing that is super duper cool, especially if you're trying to do the challenges where you do like all pin, no stickers. What I'll usually do, and let me make sure that I've turned my images back on, because we're going to try it with the sticker in a minute. I'm going to make this, I'm going to resize it. I'm going to make this bigger. We'll change that to 13. It's so rainy here today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I hear the rain and the wind like hitting my house. And I'm just like, that's actually terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna resize this. Whoops, I made that too big. I made it too big. I made the 12 too big. So let me actually, and I won't spend too much time doing this, but what I wanted to show you is how I've been planning sometimes. So I'll put the number really big like that, and then I'll go in to style, and I'll take that number down to like a 19 or a 20. And then what I'll do is I'll go on top of that. And these are not like even or anything, but I'll go on top of that and I'll plan. You can also change the opacity of stickers. So let me go into a split screen, pull up a sticker pack and show you that. So let's say that I want to change the opacity of this content creator sticker. I'm gonna drag it and drop it over. You can go into style and change the opacity of it right there. I thought that was really cool. Another way just to sort of personalize your planner page. So I feel like as far as customization and personalization, I feel like Noteful, that is one thing that Noteful does have on GoodNotes, is that you can endlessly customize your planner and your pages. So we went over that. They do have arrows. I've never used the arrows. That's different. I don't know why you would want, oh, well, I mean, okay, I guess I can sort of see the value in it, but I don't know. Not, like I said, I don't really use everything. I don't use the arrows, but they are there if that is something that you want to use, and that's going to be in shapes. And I think last time we talked about their version of elements, and I thought this is where I was going to have to put stickers. I wouldn't have liked this at all if I had to put stickers in here. So these stickers are from my Mayflowers pack. I put them in here just to see if I liked the way that that looked. And it's fine. I do find that I have to go in and crop them out because this is more of like a PNG. I don't prefer this, but I do know that there are not a lot of creators that are making Noteful files. So if you're shopping with somebody that does not make a Noteful file and you want to have all of their, I can't do two things at once, you guys. If you want to have all of their stickers in your planner using the collections, I think is what it's called, actually would be a good thing. But I prefer to either make my own. So I do have some creators who I use. I don't have their they don't do Noteful. So what I had to do was just take a blank page and make my own sticker book, or start shopping with people who do include Noteful, because I feel like if you rely on this, it's going to just like bunch and bulk up all of your space for some reason. And also I feel like if I have a sticker book, so if I have this, and these are my sticker books, this is one of my new sticker books, Weekends Are for the Girls. This is going to make me pull and actually go in and use the actual stickers so much more than if I had to rely on going to this little collections, finding which collection it was on the bottom, and seeing this tiny little paper. Like, I'll never use anything if I have to do that. So I prefer a good sticker book, which is why I make them for Noteful as well, because if I'm going to use the product, then I want it to be as convenient for me to use it. So I think that is it for now. I do have some new things in my shop. It'll be linked down in the description below. The rest of May, I am doing a 50% off customer appreciation event. So for a little over 2 weeks, everything in my shop will be 50% off. I have been working on my shop and cleaning it up so that's easier to find things. I do have over 200 products in the shop now. We are celebrating about our third month of being in business officially, so that's really exciting. So a lot of exciting things are coming to the shop. So definitely check me out there, but I will be back and we'll be doing some like pre-curated things for Noteful, giving you some ideas on how to layer things and make things look a little more creative in the app. So thank you so much for joining part 2. I didn't want to make this like a super long video, which is why I broke it into 2 parts. If you have any questions about the apps or any tips, please feel free to leave them below. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.